Welcome back to another episode of Straight Up Facts. I'm Robert Smith, and today, I was just having a little thought, and I thought, I donated blood probably like a month ago or something, and they weren't able to get the blood flowing as fast as possible, and that was my fault because I hadn't hydrated enough, but they kept not being able to find the vein. And I'd like to say that I'm a pretty vascular person. I've just got massive veins, but they struggled to find it. And that kind of upset me because, then they just start stabbing you over and over and over. And I think I finally figured out how hospitals and nurses and doctors can find a way around this to just generally improve the blood donation process or IV process or what have you. I think that they should start hiring heroin addicts. I know this is a crazy idea. You're like, Jesus Christ, why would you ever want to hire a heroin addict for anything, especially in a hospital where there's drugs? Well, I think that you would hire them purely for the job of putting in needles. Think about it. That is literally what makes a heroin addict, right? Most of them have to shoot up with needles. And I'd like to think that they'd get to know how to use it pretty well. Better than a nurse even. Because they're trying to get that heroin in their system as fast as possible and as best as possible first time. Because they just want to get the heroin in. So I think that by hiring them, they could put in IVs and needles and draw blood faster and more efficient and more comfortable than any fucking doctor or nurse could. Okay? And you could pay them however you want. You could pay them in heroin. You could totally pay them in heroin. Why not? Or, you could just give them this could be a rehab program, you could totally just have a rehab program where they're they're coming out, they need a job, nobody wants to hire them for a heroin addict, but boom, this should be the thing on their resume that means you get the job. You're a heroin addict, you get the job, you know how to put needles in, you know what the fuck is up. You could probably find every needle in a person. The ones in their arm isn't working, put it in between their fingers. There's a vein there. Fuck it. Why not? I just think that it would generally improve the patient experience. Sure, they're probably going to be tweaking out their mind, but I think their hand's going to get a little steady when they're putting it in. But that's just a general thought. I really think that having heroin addicts in hospitals is a perfect plan. There's nothing that could go wrong there. There's no downsides to this. It's a perfect plan. It's foolproof. It's really foolproof. There's no way that you could make this go wrong.